Good morning. Hope you're doing great today. Maybe you're watching the afternoon. Good afternoon to you, people that like to sleep in, like myself. Anyway, I'm excited to get into the Word today. We'll be in Genesis chapter 12, verse 1 and 2, focusing there on 1 and 2. But really, the bigger picture, if you're reading along, you want to study and get the big picture, you're going to be in Genesis chapter 11, verse 1 through 14, chapter 14, verse 24. So let's get into this today. We're going to move to the Bible cam. Here we go. All right. You might get dizzy here for a second, but we're going to get this focused here. Oh, a little higher. Oh my goodness, I'm off today. Okay. The Lord had said to Abram, leave your native country, your relatives, and your father's family, and go to the land that I will show you. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you and make you famous, and you will be a blessing to others. I'm going to read verse 3 just because I like it. I will bless those who bless you and curse those who treat you with contempt. All the families on earth will be blessed through you. I think that's important. We've got to have that context there too. So anyway, you get this great image of God speaking to Abraham, as we know him later. His name changes, like it happens many times in the New and Old Testament. But think about a time when somebody you did not know asked you to do something that was out of your comfort zone. Think of this. A complete stranger asking you to do something that's out of your comfort zone. More than likely, it made you nervous because there's no prior history with this person or what you don't really know what you're getting into. A few years ago, I was working as a youth pastor in North Tulsa, and I was like, I will do anything to get into the schools. And so I went and talked to somehow I got connected with the football coach at McLean High School. Not a great area of town, but so I knew the need was great. And anyways, it was actually Coach Bitson, who was a kind of a famous University of Tulsa wide receiver in the Hall of Fame. And anyway, really great story, neat guy. And so I got to know him. And after I kept showing up, I think he was like, okay, this guy's going to be around for like 3 days and then he's going to never come back. But I just kept showing up and I kept bringing Gatorade and whatever else I could to help out. And I told him I'm willing to do anything. And so I began to film. I filmed the practices and I'd make the tapes so the coaches could review the players and what they were doing in practice. And then eventually, after I stuck around, he was like, okay, well, thanks for being here. He asked me to coach the special teams. They were awful. And he looked over at me one day and was like, didn't you play soccer? Yes, sir. And so he's like, I want you to coach these guys up on how to kick field goals. And so I said, yes, sir. And so I kind of watched them the first day, and then I got home at night and I was like Googling, looking up on YouTube, how to kick a football. And so I'm looking up how to kick field goal and how to teach and coach that. And so anyway, they did that for a little while. I don't know how seriously they took my role in that, but the boys progressed. They got a little better, and I enjoyed being Coach Rathbone. That was kind of neat. So anyway, sometimes you get asked to step out of your comfort zone, and it pushes you, it challenges you. And when you step into that, you get opportunities to have influence. And so I use my influence to invite kids to church, and it was really cool picking them up, taking them to different events and taking them to church and seeing God move in their lives. So be willing to say yes. Abraham was an idol worshiper who had no prior experience with God. I mean, he's doing the opposite. Like commandment 1, no other gods before me. He's like already out. He's breaking that. And so he's probably asking, why would God choose me? But by faith, he chose to follow God's command. I mean, this is a big thing. He says, I'm going to have you leave everything, I'll read it here. It says, leave your native country, your relatives, and your father's family, and go to the land where I will show you. He's like, hey, leave everything you know all behind and go somewhere else that you don't even know where it is yet. And he's supposed to say yes, but he does. He steps up. He's honored that God chose him, and God had some big plans in store for him. So what is God trying to do in your life that you are hanging on to old stuff and not moving on to the new land that God is calling you to. Because if he could use an idol worshiper, he could use you in a big way as well. So what is your response going to be? Will you step up and say, yes, Lord, I will go. I will go to leave my native land and go to your land. You're the place that you have prepared for me and the place that you have chosen to let me prosper. God wants to use you and bless you through that gift and by living in his will. So will you step up? Think about what that is. What opportunity has been presented to you? Maybe by your pastor or someone at church or someone at work. It's going to help you gain influence and to eventually help you share Jesus with others. Don't take those opportunities lightly. Step up into those big moments that God is allowing you to take new ground and step forward with that. Hope this has helped. Be blessed. Thanks for joining the Biblecast today. Catch us tomorrow.